Hello dear students, we have started discussion of conformations and conformational analysis from the sixth presentation. Earlier I also advised you that watch all the videos in a sequence, and I also told you that in Gujarat University curriculum, ethanes conformational analysis, normal butanes and cyclohexanes conformational analysis are there in curriculum, and one of these three questions is always there in the paper. So today in this presentation, we would discuss about conformational analysis of normal butane. We know that butane's molecular formula is C4H10. There are three carbon-carbon bonds. First one between the first and second carbon. Second bond is between C2C3 and third between C3C4. So we know that all these carbon-carbon single bond can freely rotate, and so many conformers of the butane are possible. But whenever this question asks, we will only discuss the conformers of normal butane about this C2 and C3 bond. We won't discuss this conformer or this one, only the conformers about the C2 C3 free rotation. Now let us try to understand that how butane molecule can be written in a Newman projection. This is the normal way of writing butane. We know that it is sp3 hybrid. All the carbons are sp3 hybrid. So their individual shape must be tetrahedral, and you can see the tetrahedral everywhere. See this one, and this is pyramidal shape, which is here also. Everywhere it is tetrahedral. But whenever you write Newman projection, we first write this second carbon as a center of circle. Now that is attached with the CH3, this one. So here you can see that CH3. This carbon also having CH2. So you can see this CH2. So we are showing the first and second carbons as front carbons, and we know that in Newman projection, front carbons are always written, or the bonds attached with the front carbons are written from the center of the circle. Now the third carbon, which is behind second carbon, is behind this, so we cannot see it. But with the third carbon, again CH2 are attached. You can see here third carbon CH2 are attached. So since the third carbon is the rear carbon, and we know that in Newman projection, the bonds attached with rear carbons are shown from the periphery of the circle. So these CH2 are here. And finally with the third carbon, which we cannot see here, another CH3 is attached, which is here. So this is the way Newman projection of butane can be written. Now let us discuss the conformational analysis. You have to discuss these five conformer of butane. The first one, which is called anti-conformer, and you can see that all the six bonds, three of the front carbon and three of the rear carbon, they are in a perfectly staggered position. Moreover, if you observe the angle between two methyl groups, right now it is 180 degree. If you rotate the rear carbon, maybe in the direction of arrow this way or maybe in a reverse direction, but even a slight rotation if given, then both the methyl groups will start to coming nearer to each other. So this is the conformer in which number one, all the bonds are staggered and both the methyl groups are maximum possible far from each other, and as a result this conformer is free from any kind of repulsion. That's why it is most stable conformer of the normal butane. It is called anti-conformer. Now whenever we give 60-degree rotation to the rear carbon, we are keeping the groups of the front carbon as it is. You can see CH3, H and H. But 60-degree rotation would bring this rear methyl behind this H, you can see over here, this hydrogen behind methyl, you can see, and this hydrogen behind this one, you can see over here. So now 60-degree rotation, and we are getting from staggered to eclipse conformer. And we know that in eclipse conformer, the bonds are behind each other, which cause repulsion. Moreover, apart from this hydrogen-hydrogen repulsion, one of the hydrogen of these three methyl, so I am talking about one of these three methyl of hydrogen of methyl group, it can further experience repulsion from this hydrogen. Same thing occur over here, one of the hydrogen which is in the vicinity of this. So as a result, its potential energy increase by 16 kilojoule per mole, and that's why it is less stable than the most stable anti-conformer. And friends, also we know that eclipse is always less stable than the staggered. Again, if we give the 60-degree rotation to the rear carbon, this hydrogen would move here. You can see this hydrogen would move here, which is here, and methyl would move here, which you can see. So again, from the eclipse we are getting staggered. So obviously this third conformer should be more stable than the second one. But now we have two staggered, first one and third one. Then in these two, which one is more stable? So now friends, easily you can understand that here the angle between two methyl groups is 180 degree, while it is just 120 in this eclipse and nearly 60 degree between these two. So 3 methyl of this one and 3 methyl of this, which are at a 60 degree. As a result, first and third, in both of them, obviously the anti-conformer first one is more stable. This conformer is called Gauge conformer, or sometimes it pronounced as Guiche conformer. Now one more 60-degree rotation and staggered will convert into eclipse. CH3 move behind this CH3, you can see over here, this hydrogen behind this and this one behind this. So again we are getting eclipse conformer. This time we will call it a full eclipse, and we said this one as a half eclipse, because reason is that here both methyl groups are exactly behind each other, while here they were behind the hydrogen. So you can understand that now in the two eclipse, even this full eclipse is highly unstable, because three methyl, three hydrogens of one methyl and three hydrogen of another methyl, they are behind each other, and that's why they experience great repulsion. Moreover, we know that eclipse always experience torsional or a Pitzer strain, and as a result, fully eclipse is even 90 kilojoule per mole, having more energy than the more stable anti-conformer. So this is the most unstable conformer of the normal butane. And finally, whenever give 60-degree rotation to this full eclipse, again methyl would move here, hydrogen here, and this hydrogen here. And we are getting another staggered, which is also Gauge conformer. If you compare 3 and 5 closely, you will find that both are mirror images of each other. So now you can understand that, friends, out of these five, three are staggered and two are eclipse. Even in the staggered, one number is a highly stable, most stable. Lesser than that, 3 and 5 are equally stable. Second, having or second is even less stable than these two. And then fourth, fully eclipse, is the most unstable conformer of the butane. So if we write the stability order, 1 is most stable, then 3 and 5 are equal but lesser than the first, half eclipse, then this, and fully eclipsed is unstable or most unstable. And energy sequence is totally reverse. The most unstable having highest potential energy, and so this greater than less than sign, greater than sign should be changed with the less than sign. So we totally reverse order for the energy. And now the whole discussion, summary of whole discussion in the graph. Friends, graph is very important. I advise you that just remember the graph, because graph containing all the five conformer. You should draw graph only this point. Don't show this sixth one. We only discuss five one. See, everything is there in the graph. All the five figures. See, on this axis there is energy. So anti list and angle between two methyl is 180 degree. Then 60-degree rotation, and we are getting half eclipse. 2 methyl rotation, 2 methyl angle is 120 degree. Its energy increased by 16 kilojoule per mole than this. Again, 60-degree rotation would result into staggered, but it is a gauge. And gauge having almost 4 kilojoule energy, precisely it is 3.8, then NT. So it is slightly less stable than this. Again 60-degree, most unstable, fully eclipsed, and you can see that its energy is increased by 19 kilojoule than NT. 3 kilojoule then half eclipse. Again 60-degree, we are getting gauge. So friends, while you draw the graph, make sure that your NT is least energetic, level of both gauge should be same, and this energy barrier of the full eclipse should be greater than the half eclipse. So I hope you must get a total idea about conformational analysis of normal butane. In next presentation, we would discuss the last system, that is the cyclohexanes.